What?
Nothing. How's everybody doing? It is, in fact, that time of the evening where we talk about the patch notes. Also, we're going to talk about Worlds 2, because last patch we said we were going to do that, and then
Last Tuesday, and then I forgot.
No, 2 Tuesdays ago, technically.
Was it 2 Tuesdays ago?
Well, because every 2 weeks is a patch.
Well, yeah, we said that.
Hold on.
Last Tuesday was supposed to be the time where we did it.
Oh, yes, I beat it!
Ooh.
I had to jump up. I had to shut my AC off. It's annoying when it kicks on while I'm doing a video. So I will live in the heat.
Yes, good.
I saved it though. All right, so it's patch 519. That was the best beginning intro of a patch you could possibly have, right?
Hey, welcome to Patch Notes. It's a super short patch, and we're not going to talk for very long about it. So
that's because there's not too much happening. All right, so let's kick things off though, shall we? Yeah, Kindred is going to be released during this patch. If you did not know, the patch will be released tomorrow. They always patch overnight, so it'll be available the next day. Kindred might come out right away, might not. Usually the champions don't come out instantly, so you usually have to wait on that.
I haven't played it yet, but I hear it's like a jungling AD carry.
Yeah, I hear that might be strong in the mid lane, though, from a weird rumor.
I heard that it was really, really strong, and then they nerfed it on the PvE.
Could be. I don't know. I don't trust PvE footage because it's always wrong. So yeah, fun fact. Next is Garin. Garin is seeing his judgment fixed, a bug where judgment was dealing damage to the villain equal to 1% of Garin's health rather than the villain's, which obviously is a good fix to fix.
It's a huge change because when he's focusing AD carries or squisher targets and he has a shit ton of health, it's gonna obviously be doing more damage if it goes off his health. So shouldn't have been a thing in the first place, but obviously a good bug fix.
Well, that's what bugs are.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, like some bugs are like not a big deal. Like a whole like all of those Azir bugs. Like a lot of those were like, I never knew that happened. But then this one's just like, if that happened, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, it'd be unfortunate.
Like, why the hell did Judgment do 400 fucking damage?
Yeah.
With one swing.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nuts. Garen's balanced though. Yeah.
He's so good.
He's good.
I played League in a week and a half, and I jumped into a rank game, so I did Decay and played Garen. It went like 8-1.
Yeah.
So, I think he's not balanced, but it's fine.
I think he's easy to counter personally, but I do agree he's very strong. I think the biggest change is Garen now has a late game. Before he didn't. That's the biggest difference, and people aren't used to that.
But they didn't nerf his early game is the problem.
Yeah, they did.
Did you see your Garen video?
Yeah, I did, and it was late game. Just saying.
How do you get the late game? You were like 12-0 when late game
happened.
happened.
It just helps to be good.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Next, we have Misfortune. It's probably actually my favorite change in the patch, honestly. Bullet time now additionally scales with 0.1, 0.175, and 0.25 bonus attack damage per wave. And then a new total ratio, 0.8, 1.4, and 2.0 bonus attack damage. I actually don't put Misfortune as in a terrible spot. Not the greatest, obviously. This helps her out quite a bit. She has one of those ultimates that becomes pretty much worthless past like level 11. Like, it just doesn't do anything.
You use it to farm waves, or like clear turret waves, essentially. Yeah.
I want to see how this goes now, though.
It's not a lot of damage, but
it
is... Yeah, it's better than nothing. You know, it's bonus attack damage, not total attack damage, so it's even less than a lot of people are going to think it is. But it's still helpful. It's still adding damage to a useless late game ability.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's bad late game, but I think she's got a decent lane phase, honestly.
Well, now, like with this change, I think that if you hit if you're hitting 3 or 4 people with this, and you get the entire thing off on 3 or 4 people, like that's a lot of damage that they added. So I think this is actually going to be a really good change for her. But I still don't expect her to be like a top tier AD carry because she lacks the immediate disengage, like the immediate like gap extenders.
Strut is good now that it's activatable on W for chasing. If you have a team that really wants to keep going, she can kind of keep going, but she really can't ever get out. It's difficult. So, but it's a good change for one of the weaker-ish ADCs. So, next is Shen. On his Shadow Dash, they fixed a bug that caused taunted enemies to not deal reduced damage to Shen. Obviously a good fix, because that's a huge ability. I mean, Shen can win lane with this ability as long as that actually doesn't occur. But if he takes the damage, that kind of sucks because he can trade so well early because of this ability.
And like to me, I'm expecting to see a little bit of Shen here and there in the World Tournament that's coming up starting Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Starts Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Shen a few times, but he's still not like a top. Like this is like if you have like Someday and like another like top tier top laner, and you're banning out the top lane, trying to like just negate them those power picks, then you might see some Shen pop up. But I don't think that he's still one of the top tier AD or top tier top laners.
I agree. He's still really good. I think he'll fit the team compositions that they want when they want someone to come join a team fight for shielding, for a front line, or maybe the taunt. But he won't just be an auto pick. But I think he'll fit in certain roles for sure. So next,
I forgot that they're gonna have the Juggernaut patch.
I'm loving it, dude. I love it.
I don't love it because you're gonna see Garen and Darius auto ban.
I doubt auto
ban.
I doubt that.
Gangplank auto ban.
Okay, well Gangplank probably, but he wasn't a Juggernaut. Wait, was he?
Yeah, that's true. No, he's not.
No. Fedora, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
If we get a
7 games of Fedora.
I mean, like EDG, Fedora skin. I'm gonna be so mad.
That would be really funny, actually. Next, though, we have the Zac. The Zac attack. Elastic Slingshot. Fixed a bug where Elastic Slingshot had a minimum range of 300 units instead of 0. So they've tweaked that. I think I said that wrong.
Actually had this happen to me before. Where I basically just like slapped E just to like get the CC going, and it went 300 units. Or, like it went over the person. And I was just like, what the fuck just happened? So good change. Good change.
I said that wrong in my video at Curse, but whatever. Nobody cares.
Nobody watches your video. Just kidding.
Got him. More people will see it than this one. Sad day.
Sad.
Share my shit on Reddit. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Very what's the word?
Sneaky.
We'll go with
sneaky. Next, we have item changes already. We're on to that because this is a short patch. Enchantment. So Devour. So Devour got nerfed last patch. Honestly, didn't really ruin the item. I mean, it was disabled. Probably still is. But yeah. Anyways,
this is a big change. Because Kale is actually really still really good in the jungle because of this, but
and some others.
Well, yeah, but Kale's the first one that comes to mind
for
me.
I agree.
But this basically makes it so you're gonna see the people who use it are now Yi. You're gonna see Shyvana. You're gonna see Xin Zhao sometimes, depending on how good the Xin Zhao is. And I don't think you'll see it on Kale. I don't think you'll see Kale jungle anymore. Every fourth attack.
Yeah, or she'll have an item change.
Or she'll have an item change, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It'll be interesting. But she was actually in a decent spot. This does hurt her. She'll probably fall down my list a little bit because the reason why she's in the spot she's in on my tier list is because Jungle Kale was a strong thing. A lot of people weren't playing it. I played a few times, but it was legit. It's good. Very good. So, yeah, that change is... And to the Vaynes and the Quins who were jungling and whoever else. But, yeah, so get wrecked. I summarized that quite well.
You did.
Next, we have leashing changes. Now, we've seen leashing changes...
change 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, I would say at least 4 times. So, I'm just going to read through it and we'll talk about it. Jungle monsters now have something called Patience. It's a characteristic that they're going to have. Monsters no longer reset their aggression based on distance or positioning. Instead, once the monster's patience is reduced to 0, the monster will reset and return to the original location. During the reset, they will rapidly regenerate health and not respond to further aggression. So, monsters losing patience under the following conditions. This is how it works. So, when a monster is in an aggressive state but can't find any targets to attack, as in they just died or became untargetable, they will lose their patience. When a monster target is too far away from the monster's spawn point or location, or the monster is very far away from its initial spawn point, then it will lose patience. And the monster is forced to switch targets, it will lose patience. When it comes to age, large monsters display their patience in a meter above their heads. Once a monster has recovered 90% of their health, they regain all of their patience. So it resets, meaning I'm assuming you'll be able to attack them again because they'll be interested. And then abilities that pull or displace monsters no longer completely reset the monster's aggro if they already had a previous target. Things like charm and
This is actually going to be a big deal for the junglers who are weaker in the early game because a lot of people do kite it around a little bit. But not going to be a big deal once you get a couple items because you clear so fast anyway.
So if I'm reading this right, it sounds like I'm trying to think how this worked. Can you kind of leash like back in the olden days? I really need to see this in action, honestly, because leashing's so.
I don't think so, because it'll still go to the closest person.
Yeah, so all you have to do is trick the distance between autos like everybody used to do, and then it'll just bobble. Remember bobbling?
Yeah, I remember.
But if it loses its patience while it bobbles, can the person just lose the bobble? It then attaches to the person they want it to, and then it won't lose patience, or the rest of its patience. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
It could be.
I like I said. So just be aware when the patch drops tomorrow. Leashing's weird. Go try it out once or twice in a custom game.
Yeah,
I'll be doing that. I just want to see how it works. Besides that, jungle tuning has happened. Gromp's attack range has been reduced, probably because of leashing, from 550 to 250. And then Morkwolf's attack range being reduced by a little bit as well, by 50. So
good changes because there's no reason that Gromp should be ranged. 550 is what, Garen's or Graves' range?
Garen! Yeah, no,
Could you imagine like getting slashed with that sword from 550 units away? Oh.
That'd be pretty baller. Permanent rune sale.
This should have been a thing like a
million
long time ago.
Yeah. So runes are permanently going on sale.
So they're just decreased in price.
Mark of attack damage, magic pen, armor, magic resist, attack damage, and ability power. If you don't have these, I don't know why you don't have them, but if you don't, grab them. Because I think some of these are everybody owns the attack damage ones. Everybody owns the magic pen marks, yeah. Everybody owns
not everybody. Seals. I don't have them on my Smurf yet, so just calm down.
You know what I'm saying, though.
Just calm down. You're up here, bring it down here. All right.
Quints of attack, those are the most popular.
Those are the ones that everybody should have. Like, if you're starting a new account, or like if you're just starting playing the game and you're watching this for some reason, these are the runes that you should have.
Yeah, agreed.
So
yeah, so get these if you don't have them. Yeah.
That's it.
That's really So
we can skip in-client world features.
So in-client world features might be the most important. Just kidding.
It's completely cosmetic and has nothing to do with the game.
HUD customization.
I actually really like the new HUD. A lot of people don't like the new HUD, but
I like it now.
After I figured out how to get like all of the stats right next to your picture.
Well, they did fix the big problems with it though.
Yeah, exactly. They heard feedback and they changed it, so I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
So.
Mirror the scoreboard. I like the mirror scoreboard layout. I love that. Love mirrored scoreboard. New preference to display height icons, yes, and then new preference to display team frame on the left side of the screen. I'll probably move those back over there too. That's the only thing I think it's missing. Other than that, I like it. But the big problem at first was when they put your CS and the kills and the time all above the map and all that cluttery nonsense zone. You're like, I can't see where anything's at. It was bad. Yeah. And then colorblind, the colorblind ping yellow blah blah has been removed. Now it displays your actual ping instead. Okay.
Cool.
Neat. Bug fixes. Resolve that cause of random disconnects in the client. That's always nice. Fixed a bug where save devoured bonuses were sometimes persisting after the enchantment was sold. Yeah, that's a problem. Unit and ground targeted spells will once again automatically fire if you cast them out of range. The flash into range while moving. Okay, I get it. Fixed a inconsistency with Bijwata Cutlass active cooldown. Resolved multiple cases of character quality setting under video being overridden by the other video settings. And Liz, once again, tells the story of the Howling Abyss. If you wait long enough after winning ARAM. Why'd they
Welcome to
remove
Patch
that?
Notes, where we talk in Russian
We
accents.
talk in Russian, mother Russia. Skins.
Okay, I'm gonna go first because
Okay.
we all know what I'm gonna say. The
What we
Marauder skins, the Warden skins are bad because they're 750 skins and they look like trash. And I actually am not a huge fan of the Ironside Mile fight, just because they change. Like if you look at the old, like Quinn, Aatrox, Garen splash art, there was a door,
Yeah.
and there was like a blood moon mask, and so I don't understand. Like I don't know if they like were just working on a skin and it didn't work out, and they decided to just throw this in there. But like normally the teases have been very, very spot on, and this one was just kind of like out of nowhere, unless he has like a blood moon skin on his back, and
He's
then
got the sails on his back. Is that what you're talking about? With the
no, if you look at the old picture, it's like a blood moon mask
Oh.
for Aatrox, Garen, and for Quinn. So like they just didn't go with where they were teasing the skin.
I'm going to
And so
find it in my local files.
and then I'm a huge fan of the Shadowfire Kindred. I love that. Like I love the look of that skin.
Alright, I have it open.
Did I say Maokai?
Meowka!
I meant Malphite if I said Maokai.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Okay, so I have it open. Zooming. I see it's the sail on his back. That's what it is.
No, it's not.
Where are you looking?
Go back. Go to the old one.
This is the old one. It's on the
I
stream.
can't see it yet.
Give it a second. You'll see it. You'll see it.
It looks like a blood moon mask.
All right, it's coming
And
up. It's coming
it's
up on our side.
Definitely not the sail.
I'm just saying
It's
that.
not the sail.
This is the sail up here, though. You see it zoomed in now up there? See that? You see that, right? That's the sail. That's the sail. Come sail away. Come
looks.
sail.
Can you see Skype? It looks like there's a hand coming forward, and it looks like there's a blood moon mask. And so, like, it doesn't look anything like that.
Okay.
I'm okay with the skin as itself, but it just did a very poor job at teasing it. That's all. That's my only beef. I like the skin. It's just Magoo.
They teased your nerfs wrong.
They teased the Ghiblies the wrong way.
It'll happen. It'll happen. No arguments here. Warden, Karma, and Jax. I think I don't really. They don't do anything for me either. I don't like hate them or anything as much as you do.
I love Jax, so I'll buy the Jax one, but like,
How about that Kindred skin?
No, the Kindred skin is top notch.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a big fan of the look. It looks very nice. It looks very well done. But honestly, I actually saw a Kindred splash art that was better than the one Riot did.
Right.
And what?
I said wrecked.
And I think that the splash arts have kind of been falling off a little bit lately. They've been putting too many characters in one splash art all the time.
What happened to the guy who did like the Shyvana splash arts and the Scion splash arts?
I don't know.
They look angry. He had angry splash arts. I liked his angry splash arts.
And these are all like lovable splash arts. Do you notice that Garen what is it, Admiral Garen? Is it Admiral Garen? Admiral Garen.
Commando?
Admiral Garen in the.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Has the exact same facial look as Darius does in the stupid Academy skins.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Like, they're getting very like if you really pay attention to this stuff, they do a lot of repeat stuff, but it's kind of Magoo to me at this point.
No, I hear you. Well, let's see. That's it for the patch, but we're not done yet. Foreshadowing.
Oh wait, do we want to talk about? There's a new brand skin, Caston skin, and Vi skin. Did you see those?
In the PvE.
Yeah, Demon Vi, and she has Vi, so it's 666 on her leg. That's kind of cool.
I haven't seen those yet.
And then they have the new Caston skin, which is like, it almost looks like he's like an angel from Diablo. Like he's got that like golden like.
All right, I'm on it. I found him.
Looks badass, and then Brand's.
They're on the stream. They're on the stream. All right, so.
I know, but Brand's skin is kind of Bagoo. I don't like the splash art in Brand's.
The Caston one is nifty.
Right?
That's nifty. Okay, yeah. Whoa, Spirit Fire Brand. Dude, that's creepy.
No, I think it I just don't like the splash art. I like the idea.
Oh, I like the splash art,
They tried to
actually.
go art, but like they went at such a like a girl selfie angle that like you can't see anything.
He reminds me of Ra from Smite.
Yes. But the
And,
casting skin looks bad.
whoa, Demon Vi. Okay, that's sweet too. What?
Yeah. So.
All right, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Hey, look, my patch notes.
Spirit Firebrand looks kind of like almost like a Lich King thing from Warcraft to me, but like I agree with Raw. But
These are
Raw.
nifty.
Yeah, these are some like the good skins are the ones that like
They're their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I don't disagree. Like Corporate
Kind
Mundo.
of agree.
No, I agree. There's a couple decent sets, but they're older ones and they were released one at a time.
Yeah.
So, well, okay, neat. All right, well, okay, cool. Now, that's patch. Now is the World's Talk part.
So do we want to just like go by groups, or do we want to go by teams?
I thought we were just gonna start screaming at each other.
You're talking to the right person.
I'm the right guy. This is.
Do you want to go by groups or by regions?
I think I want to go by groups.
So we'll just start with Group A.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm on the site.
Or are we starting with Group A?
Yeah, we can start with each individual.
So Group A has Pan Gaming from Brazil.
Why did I just get
the Cool Tigers from Korea? We have the Flash Wolves from, I think they're like Taiwan or something, aren't they?
The UE Flash Wolves, yeah.
Yeah, the Flash, yeah. And then they have Counterlogic Gaming. This is the only chance that NA has to make it out of group stage.
I can.
And they only have a chance to take second. Like I think that the Cool Tigers are going to win this pretty easily. But
out of all the Korean teams, though, KOO is the team that does show
weakness.
So if CLG plays Insane Asylum well, and they also start off against the Flash Wolves, so if they can try to get some momentum, I'm not saying they will take it, but yes, I completely agree that this is NA's shot to get out of groups.
Well, that like things that you have to remember for CLG is they have a substitute jungler, and then like I know people love him, but double lift sometimes goes double lift, and I don't mean that in a good phrase. Like sometimes he will cost his team the game. And so, like, and that normally happens when they're against someone who are of equal or better talent a lot because he tries to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I think that they're going to take second. I hope they take second, but I give absolutely zero chance to Flash Wolves and zero chance to Pain Gaming.
I don't give much chance to Pain. I think Flash could surprise, but I'm not expecting. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Group B.
Group of the beer.
I'm calling it now. Cloud9's getting last. Book it.
Hold on. Group B. We're in Group B. All right. I found better pages to look at for this. For the screen, because everybody's here. They're enjoying.
You got Cloud9. You got AHQ. You got Invictus Gaming. You got Fnatic. So, a lot of UEU fanboys are gonna think the Fnatic's gonna win. I still think that Invictus is going to win. Invictus is from the LPL, and they have a lot of firepower. They have Kakao, they have Rookie.
And they do have Rookie.
Yeah, so they have some really good players. Like if Fnatic is, I'm trying to think of how to say this like nicely.
Fnatic's good.
Fnatic is going to have Reckles carry. Because I think they're outmatched at every position except for AD carry and maybe top lane. Like Hooney's so up and down. Like I don't know about you.
No, Hooney has fallen off. I agree.
No, he's like so up and down. Like sometimes he
off.
looks like he's like a professional, and then other times he looks like he's an amateur playing with a team.
Here's the big one. Here's what I think it is, and his stats do agree with this. Is if the meta for this Juggernaut patch is about tanky-ish top laners and not carry top laners, it does not favor him.
You don't think it favors him?
No, he's a carry top laner. He can't play the tanks.
Well, what? But
he's got like a 0-3 on Maokai. Like,
but when I remember when he was really good during what was it, the spring split? No, was it spring split or like the early summer split?
It was a spring split.
He was playing.
No, he's playing
Hecarim a lot.
Hecarim as a carry though.
But like.
He's playing Hecarim Rumble,
and then you go straight tank. So he's like
no, he wasn't going straight tank though.
Wasn't he?
No, they were building damage.
How do you build damage on a hair?
You just get all the speedy items, and you buy Home Guard,
All the
and then they buy like Yumus and stuff. Like just you'd go full things. I wouldn't do. No, I agree. I think he's fallen off a little bit though. Yeah, Invictus is good. I think Fnatic does have a chance though. Personally, I think their teamwork is really good. And the other thing that they've shown us, and this helps them, is even in games where they fall behind by a significant margin, they show ways on how you can get back into a game. It's a trait a lot of teams don't have.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying a minor deficit. I've seen Fnatic down 8,000 gold. Granted to teams from the EU, not like world teams, but they at least understand what it takes to get back in a game. And that can be helpful. I'm not saying it's going to carry them, but that's a good trait that I like to see from them. It's an interesting one that other teams don't have. Like, you ever seen Cloud9 fall behind 5,000 gold and then turn it around? No, because they don't. They just try to have a great early game with shot calling, and then they try to boost their way through the rest of the game. But this Cloud9 team is not that a good team anyways. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Yeah. Words.
So you think, like, we're in, like,
we're pretty close to
area
yeah, we're
with
the same.
Invictus and Fnatic coming out of Group B.
Yeah. And AHQ,
like,
to be honest,
1-2, 2-1.
And AHQ, to be honest, could be a big surprise in this group. They've been on a streak lately, and Westdoor is a very good player.
Oh, yeah.
So if the meta has shifted back towards Assassins, which it slowly is if no one's noticed, Westdoor is King Assassin and King Roam. He gets all of his lanes going because he roams out of the mid lane, and that allows him to. No one's going to stop him. I don't see...
But is it the proper Assassins? Because isn't he like a huge Zed player?
No, he's like a weird Fizz player and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, Fizz is what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. And Fizz just got a little kind of, side buffed or whatever, so...
Yeah.
Or he got changed back to full AP, not that hybrid thing, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think they could be a surprise. I don't expect anything from Cloud9. I think Fnatic has a shot if they show us what they've been doing, but once again, Invictus is probably there to put a big hold on all of it.
I think this is one of those groups where you could see 3 teams at 2-1. Is that right?
Yeah, no, this would be the group where 3 teams were like
And then I don't know if they do
tiebreakers,
tiebreaker or whatever, but I still think that Fnatic and Invictus should come out of this bracket.
Yeah.
Group C.
Oh, that's what that is. Well, we're back. That was weird. Anyways, yeah.
We gotta wrap this up quick in case Andrew's getting DDoSed again. So
Group of C. Group of C.
I call it Group of Death, and the reason is because it has my favorite to win the tournament, and then my second favorite in the same bracket, and that's SKT and Edward Gaming.
Yeah. I agree.
Obviously, SKT, they have Faker, they have Bengi, they have Bang, they have Barn, they have EasyHoon. Like, this team is so stacked that their backup mid laner would be the #1 mid laner in NA.
Yeah.
Pretty easily. And then Edward Gaming, you have Def, you have Pond, you have Amazing J. Like, you have all of this, they basically just romped through the LPL. So
yeah, Deft and Pond, Clear Love, Koro for Edward, though.
Yep. So, they have a stacked team. And so I think that both of those teams could beat each other. But I give Bangkok Titans and H2K 0 chance. It's going to be Edward and SKT coming out of that division.
So if for some crazy reason Hjarnan would get everything he ever wants and Ryu shows up like he used to a bunch, then holy cow.
Yeah.
Give them a shot. But
really?
Just a small shot, not to really overtake, but to it's weird. I see some hope there, but I don't expect it at all. I think they will fall off. But yeah, I don't expect anything out of Bangkok too much.
Yeah.
No, I all I'm saying about H2K is I think Cassine and Hjarnan are good. And I think Ryu can be good, but I don't
I don't know if you're doing this, but you have to think of them in the terms of who they're playing against.
I know. I know.
They're not great against the people of Imp and Def and these top flight AD carries. They do good, they do well in EU where every other week you're gonna play
I'm just trying to think.
I don't say trash.
No, I hear what you're saying, but I'm just trying to think of what we saw from season 3 to season 4, and I'm just trying to think of what we could see from season 4 to season 5. Season 3, nobody beat a Korean team. No one. Season 5 or 4, that happened. There were actually games being taken off.
But wasn't it Chinese teams doing that?
No. North American teams beat Korean teams. They took games off of them.
Also,
that I like to think give people hope. I'm not expecting them to, and I'm not saying they will. I'm just saying there are small curveballs everywhere. So, yes. But yes, I expect SKT out of here and EDG for sure. I don't expect anyone else to get out, but yeah. I want those two fighting. Oh my god, that's going to be so fun to watch. Also, Ryu will be fighting against Faker again, which is also going to make that a very enjoyable thing to watch.
Yeah.
So.
What's Group D? You have Origin, Team Solo Mid, KT Rolster, I believe, right?
Yeah. KT Rolster.
And LGD. We all know about Bjergsen and TSM. We all know about Sexpeke and Origin, but like once again, those two mid laners to me are kind of like in the same boat that we were talking about with the AD carry. Like they're good in their own regions.
Yeah.
But against people, like, against the other mid laners of the world, like, I don't think that LGD has a great mid laner. He's all right, but like, because they rely on like Acorn and Imp and Py. Is it Py? Pyle? PYL? I can't remember what his name is.
I thought it was
the support. The support
yeah,
for LGD.
Yeah.
And then KT Rolster relies on Someday, Arrow, and Peekaboo. But like Magne's no chump and Godvy's no chump. So
yeah, I agree. I think with LGD, I think it is how hard can Imp carry. I mean,
Acorn's no scrub.
No, I know Acorn's no scrub, and that helps. It helps the carry. But I mean, I think it comes down to like this matchup. Whoever's playing against LGD, how many bans are they just throwing at Imp?
At Imp?
Here's the question: do you even throw bans?
There's so many ADCs that you can play, but like you can completely ban out AD carry if both sides ban it. But like,
no, I don't think you can though against them.
If you throw 6 bans, you're gonna put people on like
Twitch,
MF, and like Twitch.
Yeah, but Imp plays Twitch. That's the thing. Like Imp plays every ADC.
That's true. Well, like, but if you think of it like that, then
they'd have to ban out like they'd have to put them on like Caitlyn. They'd have to ban out like Twitch, Kalista, and who else does he play nowadays? Lucian, Vayne. Who doesn't he play? For Imp. That's the problem. Like I don't think you can.
Imp played Twitch last year, or this year. So like, and he's on your low tier for AD carries, right?
Here's a good question. Badger said ADCs are underwhelming in the current season, so what will the impact of full ADCs be?
They can still have a huge effect.
Kalista will be banned a lot because on this level, these players all should know how to play Kalista quite well. Should. Doesn't mean they do.
You're also like, I don't know if he's talking about your like tier list or just like what you think of it, but there's a difference between AD carries at the professional level,
yes,
where they properly know how to peel and they properly know how to itemize and they properly know how to like orchestrate fights to get the best case scenario,
yeah,
and what you see in solo queue or like even high ranked solo queue. Like there's a difference between those. I think that when we speak of AD carries, it's really hard to quantify their impact in solo queue games because a lot of people play stuff like Riven and stuff like
we might see Riven a few times at Worlds actually.
Yeah, well, like I mean, like they're gonna be dive champions, they're gonna be peel champions. Where in competitive, highly orchestrated play, you see a lot of Maokai, where they peel backwards for the AD carry. So it's just like you can't compare the two. And I think that AD carries are still one of the strongest positions. It's probably the second best to carry from behind mid lane, but I don't know, like it's kind of hard to quantify.
I think top. Yeah, I mean in professional play, yeah, I agree, but I don't think that's the case in
solo queue, which is why I said like
it's like the third
it's
best
hard to
place
quantify
to
because when we talk about AD carries, when it's like me and you doing patch notes, it's because we're speaking of it from a solo queue and how it's going to affect the average player, not how it will affect the competitive game.
Mm-hmm. No,
and so I think that AD carry is still probably second strongest behind mid lane. And like Twitch is your worst AD carry, correct?
On the tier list currently, but my list is based on general power, not solo queue.
Solo queue.
It's shaped by a lot of things. It's general power.
I mean, like if you have a professional AD carry playing Twitch and he's got let's say he's like mid game
If I have a
items,
professional
and he's
playing
hitting four
Twitch,
people
no, but if
with
I have a
his
professional
ulti.
playing Twitch, and they aren't imp, but a professional, I still would have put him on like 6 other ADCs first.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying like if they throw 6 AD carry bans,
Yeah.
then he'll play. Yeah, but his champion pool goes that deep.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That and imp is one of those people who is like like a longtime lover and player of that champion. I don't care how bad a champion might be relative power wise. If you've been playing them constantly and been playing around that because you're so damn good with the champion, their negative effects don't even affect you at that point. You know, and that makes sense.
Well, and an orchestrated team, you can work around the weaknesses of a champion pretty easily, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you can.
So,
and the other
like,
thing too is that people need to, I think, take note of anyways is the game is more balanced than you actually think.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not going to deny that.
It comes down to counterplay and whether or not you got crushed. Like that does
another
happen.
thing that I kind of want to point out about this group is LGD's, so like their substitute is Flame, and he plays top. And this is another situation where you have a team
that's true.
where their substitute would be the #1 at his position in NA or Europe. Like Flame would be the #1 top laner in EU or Europe, and he's a substitute.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So I still think that those two teams are going to come out of this bracket, but like out of Origin and TSM, if there's going to be an upset alert, it's going to be Origin because TSM just is outclassed at every position except for mid lane.
Somebody just asked, where did it go? Oh, do I think Bjerg is the best mid laner in this group?
In this group?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Nagne is probably the best.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
And then it's like, I wouldn't even say Bjergsen's necessarily better than Expeke because they have different play styles, but I think that they're like, depending on the champion, they're like, you're not going to have one guy who like just destroys the other guy.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be pretty even. They're probably just going to farm it out and look to roam. And so I would put them even.
God, team solo mid scares me.
What do you mean? Like they honestly could lose games by like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, like 10, 15
out
minutes.
of control.
Like,
yeah,
be completely out of the game.
You know the problem. You know why that is?
Because Dyrus.
Because Santorin. What pressure does he ever bring to a game?
He's been playing more like Nidalee, and
that's been better, but still.
He was really struggling with the Gragas and the Rek'Sai and that like whole short meta, because he didn't understand that those are still early game pressure champions, and for Nidalee you have to get ahead. So like for when he played Nidalee, he constantly put pressure places, and so it helped, but the meta is in a situation where the other jungler is going to be in that same situation. So it's going to be equal pressure, if not more pressure from TBQ or from Score in this. I don't even know who Origin's jungler is.
Amazing.
Is it amazing?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's amazing. Ex-TSM jungler.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Amazing has done a lot better on Origin than he ever did on TSM, though. I'll say that much. I'm interested to see how Soaz does in this group, honestly. That's what I'm interested to see. But no, Santorin, Dyrus, and the synergy in bot lane with Turtle and Lustboy, that does not do anything for me. TSM's such a cluster.
Soaz is the 4th best mid laner.
Soaz is top.
No, I'm sorry. 4th best top laner.
No.
In this bracket.
No.
Yes.
So that's so much better than Dyrus. It's unbelievable.
Acorn and Flame are all better than him.
Oh, but you're talking. But I'm talking. Actually, will be playing.
Oh, okay. Well, you never know. These guys, I think with really good substitutes, could put in someone against Origin or against TSM. Like obviously, you're going to see Faker against like Edward Gaming and Invictus and LGD and Coup Tigers, but you're not going to see.
They even talk about Soaz actually down below for people to look out for.
Yeah, they're just trying to get
He's also one of the few players who instantly picked up.
Western.
I know, but I'm just saying he instantly was one of the ones who picked up Gangplank and showed actual good play with it. Because some people picked it up and haven't played it well.
But that's if you pay attention though, like in the Korean and the LPL, like Gangplank is played as a mid laner.
I like how they have Origin in second place on this.
Wait, what? In this bracket?
Yeah, they have KT coming in third. They say it comes down to a couple exploits. Those two they said could be flipped. But
yeah, that's basically they're just trying like I love Riot. I like what they're trying to do, but like it's starting to get to the point where the gap between the East and the West is so great that it's almost at the StarCraft level. If that makes sense.
I think it's too soon to say that. I want to say that after Worlds. But I think it's too soon to say that because last time we saw a Western team play against a Korean team, they took them to 5 games. Just saying.
Who?
Fnatic took SKT to 5 games in the last international event. That's all I'm saying. You're saying it like it's already happened. It has to happen, and then I will fully agree with you. But until it happens, it hasn't happened yet.
Get out of here with that.
I'm saying North America though still looks terrible, but truth.
I think that's it. Who's your pick? We'll go. So we know who's coming out of each bracket for each of us, and I think it's the same except 1 and 2 are flip-flopped some places.
Yeah.
So who is your pick to win?
The world side is not. So overall, I'm looking for SKT. I know EDG is the other right behind them pick for me, and I know it's going to be one of those two teams in my opinion. But SKT's just they're stacked. Their lineup is so stacked, and so is EDG's, but so is SKT's. So
those 1 and 2 were the same thing. I want EDG to win, but I still think that SKT is going to win just because they have MJ, baby. They have Faker. So I think that SK is still going to win, but I would rather have EDG win.
Teams that could surprise, not teams that we're expecting to already do well. Teams that could surprise would be Fnatic.
I think don't they have expectation? Like they're undefeated in their regular season.
I think they have some, but they've said already that they lose in scrims and stuff. They know they're not. I mean, they're like people haven't seen us lose, but we do lose. So, but I hate to throw too much weight at them, but AHQ, if the meta has finally done something, and man, part of me wants to say CLG. Just some surprise because they're coming out of a group where if they could do quite well and they could ride that. That's where that would come from. So
in my group, like teams that I think will surprise, anytime an Eastern team gets out of group stages, it's a surprise to me. Like that's just the point that I'm out. I know people don't agree with it, but if Counterlogic Gaming, if Fnatic gets out of groups, I'll be surprised. I think that
two of them did last year, so
yeah, I know that. Group B is like pretty tough with Invictus. You have AHQ, like you mentioned. You have Fnatic, but I actually think that Cloud9 could win a game. Just one. That's all I'm saying. One.
Oh, hold on. Somebody said I must say Cloud9 just because they are the underdogs, and I want to see Andrew get mad if they win. So funny story. I actually was like the world's biggest Cloud9 fan, like not that long ago, and I still like Cloud9. I just think they're bad. Like I still like them. They're just not good players.
It's almost like
Sneaky's not bad, but
to me, for a lot of league teams, it's like the reason that I don't like the team is because I don't like the fans.
Oh, that's why I don't like TSM.
Like, I used to like when Turtle first came on. I loved Turtle's personality. Like, it's so carefree. But now the guy looks like he gets like bullied all the time, and he's just like not fun to watch anymore.
Because he doesn't.
And well, yeah, but like it's the fans that make. Like, I understand the rivalry. That's okay. Like, that's all good and set. Good. But like, it's just so negative, and it's just like, why can't we just be fans and like teams?
Yeah. No, I agree. So this was the question we're gonna get to later, since we're past the teams, the top 20 list. How do you feel about that so far?
I haven't even seen it. Where is it? Articles?
Yeah, news. Just click on number 3 and 4 for who they've shown, and they'll show you all of them. Their number 1 and number 2 haven't been announced, but I know who they are. So
top 20 players. All right. Well, obviously Faker's number 1. Let's be real.
I think they could. I think they could flip this just to throw somebody. Because the argument is who's the better player. It's between Faker and Imp.
Those are the two, in my opinion, best players in the world. But
I agree.
Like, to me, it's not even close because
like
one plays AD carry,
yeah,
and one plays mid lane.
Yeah, that's But the things I've seen Faker do.
Did you see the where is it? I'm trying to find.
I like the list so far. Yellowstar.
I know that Monte Cristo is like one of those people who just like makes people mad a lot, but he tweeted out earlier in my face when 3 of these players can't be in the top 20 players at Worlds. Faker, Imp, Gorilla, SMEB, it's Meb.
Yes.
Cacao, Acorn, and God V. So we already got God V.
And we got Cacao.
And we got Cacao. So, and we know the top 2 are going to be Faker and Imp. That means Acorn, Gorilla, and I don't know who the other guy is. I've never heard of him. So that can be fine. Like, that's fine. But Acorn is one of the top 20 players in the world. To me, Double Lift is not. Afromu is definitely. Westor maybe.
No, Westor is. He has to.
Maybe.
No, he has to be. Even if you put him at
maybe.
But even if you put him at the end, he has to be on there. I think Yellowstar is probably a little bit high. I know he's done unspeakable things with the team.
He's definitely a top 20 though.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want to get that twisted. Like, he's definitely top 20.
See, the Hooney man. Hooney, you could even slide back nowadays.
Yeah.
He fell off in the summer. Bjergsen is good, but.
You should honestly probably drop Hooney and Double Lift out and put in Acorn and Gorilla. What?
You probably know. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, you probably could.
But like Peekaboo, Bang, Someday, like all the people think look at how good Bjergsen is in NA, and he's 50.
Maybe I figured it out.
There's no way that Hooney's better than Bjergsen. I'm sorry.
No, I figured it out though. So number 2 will be Gorilla. Number 1 will be Imp, and then a new tier will be unlocked.
You should have God,
and it'll be Faker.
That's
what's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Calling it. Confirmed on stream.
Someone says drop Bjergsen. I actually think Bjergsen's one of the top 20 players in the world.
15.
Well, like, he's one of the top 20. I didn't say he's 15. He's definitely better than Hooney. Definitely better than Hooney. And in my opinion, he's better than Westar just because. I know that they won Season 2 championships, but, like, to me, Taiwan is just not that good of a region. They're probably, for me, after NA and EU. Not saying that NA is better than EU, just, like, you got Korea, you got LPL, and then you got the 2 Western.
Do you know what the thing that makes a difference?
Do you know
what makes a difference for them? They can log into the Korean servers and actually play on them.
For who? Oh, the Taiwan.
Yeah.
The Taiwanese.
So they actually practice on those servers.
Well, that's, like... Yes, but how good is solo queue for you? Not that great. Like, it's not.
It's still a place to hone skills, though.
Yeah, it helps hone your skills. It helps you master the game. But like, in terms of like strategy and stuff like that, it really doesn't have any effect.
Yeah.
This looks pretty standard, except for the fact that Bjergsen is probably too high. Hooney shouldn't be included, and Double Lift shouldn't be included, and I think Westor is too high.
I was really surprised when the list unlocked at first, and it started with Double Lift, and I was like.
You're like, he's not the best player in the world.
Like, yeah, I was like, okay, who's going to be... And then they got to Afromu at 17 really fast, and I was like, oh, wait, are we done? Like, it's like, who else? So, I don't know, it's weird.
Someone says, no, Double Lift is playing great. I'm not denying that, but... We're not talking in terms of he's playing great in NA. We're talking about him as... in terms of all of the players all over the world.
The world's top 20 at Worlds.
The world's top 20.
At Worlds, though.
Well, is there anybody on this list that you can think of that should be included in this list that didn't make it to Worlds?
Yeah, Piglet's better than Double Lift. I'll say it now. Just argue it. Go.
They both don't deserve to be in the top 20. How's that?
No. Any day of the week, I'll take Piglet over Double Lift.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying both of them don't deserve to be in the top 20.
Well, you were just asking, and I was just giving an answer. Your headset needs to stay on your head. Yeah, so things kick off on Thursday.
By this list, I've said it once before. Riot's just trying to give the Western country's hope.
Yeah, something to hold on to.
Like, Doublelift's not the 20th best player in the world. I'm sorry. Like,
I would love for him to show up and prove that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Like, it just makes me sad that isn't Cloud9 the only team that plays?
You know what actually got really interesting for me is Doublelift makes the list, Afromoon makes the list, and Huni makes the list, and I don't want to put too much on other players, but like, no offense, Zion Spartan didn't make the list. Zion's been.
Which
I mean, like if Doublelift's 20th, why not Zion Spartan at 20th?
Well, because Zion, don't have a good reason for that.
No, that was a hard one to basically shut him down. You don't really like want to enforce that, but you're like, I can't really shut that down though. I mean,
Zion has a lot of weaknesses.
Yeah.
And like all of the NA teams do, all the teams have weaknesses, but I don't think the Doublelift should be in the top 20. So you could probably you could slide like Zion in instead of Doublelift, and I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah. No, I already said that, James. Yeah, CLG I think has the best chance, but that's because they're in the easy group. So
they are definitely in the easy group. So we have Cloud9, and then we got CLG plays the Flash Wolves on Thursday, and then from EU we have Fnatic, H2K, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So gonna be a big little,
a big little
weekend here. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
And then it's next weekend, and then that's it for group stages, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, next week and weekend.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it goes
4 days,
Sunday
4 days.
And starts over on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It looks to be a good Worlds. Like, you have all of the star players here. Like, last year for me felt kind of tainted just because Faker wasn't there because his team was so bad. But like,
that was unfortunate. They did throw.
Yeah, like you didn't have the top player at. Like, you didn't have the most, widely respected, he is the greatest player at the Worlds tournament, so it's kind of tainted, but we have him this time. We have Imp, we have Dep, we have...
And I think the interesting thing is this is the first time where the Chinese region has a bigger shot, because they have a lot of Korean players.
Yes.
Yeah.
The China-Korean teams.
The hybrids.
I agree. Like, in my opinion, SKT is probably up there, and then I'd pick 2 Chinese teams, and then I'd probably pick another Korean team. But
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah,
watch some logs of legions.
Some logs of legions. Well, that's where we log you later. Nailed it. But yeah, that was Patch and us discussing Worlds a little bit. If you want to fight about it, hit us up on the Twitters.
Or you can just put a comment down below, and we try to check them and get back to people, but sometimes it's just too many to count.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'll make a new updated tier list video in a week or two. Not a lot of changes will happen to it, but
not a lot happened.
Not a lot happened in this patch, but just the longer time goes, and the more I see pro play helps shape things, honestly. But I haven't seen any, obviously, for the past month. But I've been playing and fixing the list and doctoring things and moving things up and down. But yeah, check that out soon, along with other videos. And yeah, I think we nailed it, right? We nailed it.
Can we end on, I like this guy's name, it says bronze gameplay, and it says bonuses, right? Doublelift sucks. That's all it says.
All right. All right, well then on that note, we'll catch you all later, and bye-bye.
Goodbye.